right. So I am doing my second kind of warm-up breakdown exercise, and I thought I'd start this one a little bit differently. So I'm about to, on Monday, start a 7-day guitar challenge of, hey, I play this exercise for does one exercise in 7 days help you get better at guitar? And I thought it'd be kind of interesting to do a litmus test of like, you know, how am I playing guitar right now, and what would be the difference when I'm done with this exercise? So actually, I hope that you guys can join along with me. All I'm going to do right now for this test, and I want you to film your own test at home if you are so inclined, is I'm going to spend 5 minutes learning this riff, and then I'm going to record it at 3 different speeds: half speed, 25% slower, and full speed. And then the real evaluation is not in how I play it perfectly, but kind of the fingers and in the movement I have in them. So, all right, we're going to jump in. So here's 49. Actually, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes about to get the riff down. And I'll do the same thing when I do the second test. So we start with this. Oh, and by the way, the sheet music's on our website, musicbythemeasures.com. Link is below. This is Sweet Home Alabama, the reintro riff. I thought it'd be fun because it incorporates a lot of different things. It has 3 fingers getting utilized, so that will kind of show off that exercise and see if it is something that will help me. So first we go. So that's 1 E and, or rhythmically would be more correct. And then on the and I do not expect to be perfect on this because I am sight reading this right now. Okay, so we got 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. Okay, so now I'm gonna give myself a couple more minutes just to get the idea down. If you're working on this right now with me, push pause, get the idea of it down, and then when I do it with metronome, you can do it as well. All right, 1 E and 2 E and so that's rhythmically gonna get me 1 E and I gotta count it. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 3 E and 4 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 3 E and 3 E and 4 E and all right, and then the next one. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and. I purposely, Nick and I chatted about this in a video that will probably be out next week. I purposely wanted to do a riff I didn't know, so I wasn't carrying any bad habits over. But that means I'm struggling a little bit, but hey, new to me, new to you. Essentially, that riff just repeats. I'm just going to get these 2 measures. So I'm going to give myself 4 passes at it. At the end of the 4 passes, my 4th one is what I can do, if it's in time or not. And before I do this again next week, I will not practice this riff at all. Give myself 1 pass through to get acclimated with the rhythm. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. Oh, 1 E and 2 E and. Okay. I'm gonna wait this pass and then I'll do the next one. And 1 E and 2 E and 3. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E. That was terrible. 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4. Better. Did I say 4 passes? I'm gonna do 2 more. 3 E and 4 E and And I want to make sure I'm doing 4 because then I have a better idea of what I was actually doing. 4 and 1. What I find is humorous. I don't know that rhythm yet. So we'll see if by the time I get through all different 3 of those speeds, if I will have the rhythm. And I thought it'd be good to have like 2 tests. So Nick sent me this riff, which we're going to chat about later. Now, right away, since I just sucked on that last one, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do the same tempo. So I'll actually just keep that metronome going in a second. That triplet I'm nervous about. And I don't know this riff at all, so I can give myself 5 minutes to get acclimated with it. Oh man, Mr. Nicholas Height is commenting right now. That guy, I tell you. All right. Shoot, that makes me more nervous because I'm going to suck on these triplets. All right, so it'd be 1E and 2E and 3E and all right. Man, that'd be 4E triplet. 4E triplet. That is not going to be easy. 1E and 2E and 3E and I'm just going to worry about that. Again, give myself 5. 1E and 2E and 3E and 1E and 2E and got to really think about doing that pinky. You know, and again, if this was something I wanted to get down perfect, I won't give myself 5 minutes to do this. But doing it live, having that stress and pressure. Ben, of all the people in the world that I don't need to watch me is Ben. Ben, I want you to do both these exercises and film yourself. Start from the beginning so you can see what's going on. And we're gonna actually show these videos when you guys hand them in this time. So 1E and Ben's gonna see how much better of a guitarist he is than I. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E triplet. All right, and now going back, our next measure, not backwards. 1E and 1E and 1E. I'm only giving myself like 2 more minutes though to get this down. And again, I'll do those 3 tempos. It'll be what it'll be. It will not be very good right now. 1E and 2E triplet. What I do like is both this riff and the Sweet Home Alabama have that 12/14, well, not 12/14, but they have that offbeat slide or hold. So getting those similar rhythm ideas is a nice, accident, happy accident. 1E and 2E triplet. Backwards. Oops. 14/12, 14/12. Oh, I like that ending. All right, so 12, 9, 9, 12 slide. Just get that down. 1 piece at a time. When Nick and I chat about this, I'm going to be interested to see if he would use pinky there. Because from the measure before, right, most likely, or... the live chat is hugely helpful. Yeah, definitely ring finger preferred. All right. So I'm doing that thing where I'm trying to do the whole thing in one take, and that is not the ideal situation. So I just need to give myself 1 more minute. And dude, time yourself when you practice. It's the best thing you can do. It forces you to get through something, and not do what I'm doing of like trying to tackle the whole measure over and over again. There is no way I'm going to play that in time, so let's see what happens. Again, I'm going to give myself 1 take to get the rhythm down. It's nice just using the same tempo as the Sweet Home Alabama. I'm going to give myself 2 passes to get the rhythm down, and then give myself 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a. This is going to be good. 1 E and a 2 E or 4 E triplet. Those slides are going to be so out of time. And a 2 E. 1 E and a 2 E. Like I said. All right, 4 more passes. One E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a and I know I'm slaughtering that second rhythm, and I'm going to deal with it. So my argument right now is, shoot, I really don't have that riff down yet, and I'm going to have to be okay with that. All right, 74 BPM. Let's try it. So going back to Sweet Home Alabama. And again, I'm trying to make my own practice more fun and engaging for myself, and it's good that I can show you that I'm a failure and I need to work on guitar. I'm not a failure. I'm practicing. But if I can motivate myself in my warm-ups to have something more engaging, more fun, and a challenge, and then bring in an exercise that motivates me, and hopefully it motivates you guys as well. So 4 passes, 1 E and a. I'm thinking about changing it because I can't get better at this riff. I'm going to do this riff again in 3 days in my rehearsal or my practice, and same thing. So maybe 2 days. We'll figure it out. My brain wasn't thinking. I think it'll still show that my fingers have improved and whatnot. All right, I'm going to stop thinking. And that counted as my first pass. This is pass 2. Second or third pass? Second pass. 1 E and a. Last one. So I'm just going to say abysmal, but that's okay. All right, go into this next riff, which is not going to be good either. Really need to think about these. I'm going to give myself a minute to work on that too. So I want to think about that 1 E and a triplet, 1 E and a triplet. I'm even speeding that up. All right, I'm going to have to practice that a little bit separately because I can't even hear where the triplet's supposed to go. 4E triplet, 4E triplet, 4E triplet. So I know that's something I'm gonna have to work on separately, so I will either do a separate video, but I know I can't even play that. So hopefully I can't play it up to speed or think about that rhythm yet. So you guys work on that. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna do the rest of my warm up, and I'm gonna have to come back and learn that riff separately. All right, so I have this warm up. It's on the website. The first thing we're gonna do is 5 minutes of just getting our fingers in place and licking our wound from not being able to play that last thing up to speed. All right, let's make a little bit more space here. We're not going to do this finger exercise with metronome. We are just going to break down 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hit, well, I'm going to go for about 5 minutes. So it's 5:25 right now. And I'm going to actually start from 1, 4, 3, 2. See how far I get. And the main goal is going slower than I'm going. And just pressing down each finger lightly. Now on 4, 2, 3. Trying to slow it down just a little bit. One, 3, 4, 2. One, 3, 2, 4. One, 2, 4, 3. Looks like we're close to 5 minutes, so go at your own pace. You can pause, you can skip this part of the video if you need to. Just showing you the idea of it. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we're gonna do that funk chord, same one as last time. You can always pull up the last video. Otherwise, it's 7, 7, 6, 7. We're gonna do the same pattern as before. So it's 1 E and 2 E and. All right, this is 50 BPM, and we'll just see how fast we want to get going. 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and. So again, I'm gonna do about 5 minutes of this, just kind of all my regular stuff that I'm trying to get into a better habit of warm-ups. I will not claim that I have been doing these. So the first thing I'm going to do is establish that muted rhythm, 16th notes. Try not to rush. So it's 528. Same thing. Pull up a metronome, whatever you could play this on well is your goal. Don't rush it like I just did. We'll start this time. So one of the big things I'm aiming for or thinking about is not rushing when I'm playing that chord. You could hear it that first couple times. You know, I want to, my right hand starts speeding up because my left hand is actually doing something now. So it's finding that balance of, okay, I'm not rushing it. Here, I'll play and maybe talk at the same time. You know, from going to mutes to the strum, it should not be any different. You know, that's really kind of what I'm using as my test of like, okay, staying on that click. Wait till one. One. You can hear every time after that 2E and 3. Actually, let's do that a minute. 2E and 3. Three. 2E and 3. Two E and 3. 2E and 3. You're just trying to find that zone, you know, where I'm not thinking about doing a live and playing in time. Just focusing on that right hand. Now the chords, this time. Had a couple in there that were really nice, just tight. All right, now try to bring it all back to the measure, because again, this is my warm-up. This is not me, I mean, this is me practicing, but it's my warm-up to work on a song or to work on a different technique throughout the day. So that's why you have to set time markers. I don't want to get lost on just this. I want to go to what I'm doing next, because I like practicing and I can be obsessive about it. All right, so I'm going to do the whole phrase a couple times. 3 and 1 E and 2, 3, 4. I find oftentimes I do better if I don't. I like to sight read. I like to look at the music and just feel confident on what I'm playing. Sometimes it forces me not to listen to what I'm doing, though. So I need to focus on my playing and understand that if I don't need to look at it after 10 times. I hopefully have it memorized. If I don't, well, then I need to look at it again. You heard a couple really good ones. You heard me read the music, or you saw me look at the music and make some mistakes. But overall, getting your brain there. All right, the last little warm-up thing I'm going to do is just this triplet mute. So triplet, triplet. And we're just going to keep 50. If I was feeling more confident about that other rhythm, I'd move it up faster as I practice within that 5 or so minutes. So the last time I can hear myself do it again, is struggle with the down or up strum. Make sure they're sounding similar. I mean, I shouldn't accent the down and not the up strum. Triple. Okay, about 5 minutes on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can hear myself accent that down. All right, let's try 60. So I'm going to go up to 70, and then if I run out of time, I run out of time. But if not, we're going to change the exercise. Not change, but change the metronome instead of giving me 4 beats. But we'll see how I do. So I really spent a second, obviously it wasn't that long, trying to think about that down strum not being louder, and I could hear it pulling my rhythm apart. So you got to pick your battles. I'm going to start now again, focusing on really just playing well in time. And then if I'm feeling good about that, then I'm going to really try to bring that first, and really it's the first down strum that I hear more than anything else. Bring that first down strum to the same volume as everything else. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. shoot. But again, just don't rush the accent. See? Yep. Oh, the accented upstrum too. Yeah. So those two things. I mean, I'm going to keep on doing these warm-ups for the rest of the week. I hope you guys try them too. I'd love to see videos of you guys doing them. You can post them in the comments below. You could post it and find us on Twitter, Facebook, and we'll give you the feedback that I need as well. So I think along this journey, we can both kind of grow and get better at guitar and point out our weaknesses in a good way of understanding how to get them better. All right. Have a good rest of your Saturday.